Great. Let's now understand the topic. 2.5.1 Meaning and Definition of Job Design. What is job design? Simple meaning. Job design means planning and arranging the tasks, duties, tools, and responsibilities of a job in such a way that it fits the needs of the organization to meet goals, the employee to stay motivated and productive. It tells what to do, how to do, with what tools, and with whom to work. Easy to remember definition, slightly simplified. Michael Armstrong said, job design is deciding what tasks are in a job, how those tasks should be done, and how the employee should interact with others. Important elements inside a job design. 1. Job contents. What work to do. 2. Job methods. How to do the work. 3. Job tools systems. Which machine systems to use. 4. Relationships. Who reports to whom and how teamwork happens. Simple and short example time. Example 1. HR officer in a bank. As an HR officer in SBI, your job design will say, you will conduct interviews, handle employee records, use HRMS software, report to HR manager and coordinate with branch heads. This gives clarity to your work, avoids confusion, and helps HR goals get completed smoothly. Example 2. Machine operator in factory. His job design tells which machine to use, how to operate, what output is expected, who he reports to. Why job design is important for HR officer like you. As a future HR manager, job design helps you make roles clear, reduce stress for employees, improve efficiency and productivity, increase job satisfaction, avoid conflicts and duties. Quick points to remember for exam. Job design, planning full structure of a job, includes tasks, tools, relationships, methods. Should match both company and employee needs. Helps in clear roles, better performance, happy staff. Simple tip for real-life HR use. As an HR in a bank or company, always make sure job design is clear, no confusion, goal-oriented, linked to targets, employee-friendly, not boring or stressful. Summary in 1 minute. Job design is creating a full picture of what a job includes. Tasks, duties, tools, and people involved. It helps both the company and the employee do better. As a future HR manager in a bank, this helps you create perfect job roles that get work done right. Banking industry insight, unique fact. Did you know? The State Bank of India, SBI, was originally known as the Imperial Bank of India, and it was renamed in 1955 after the Indian government took control. Today, SBI is the largest bank in India in terms of assets and customer base with over 22,000 plus branches. Ready for your next concept? Absolutely. Let's now understand the topic. 2.5.2 Factors affecting job design in a very simple, short, and emoji-filled way. Perfect for your MBA exams. And your future role as an HR officer in a bank, meaning of factors affecting job designs. Job design means how we plan and organize a job for employees, what they do, how they do it, and under what conditions. But many factors affect how we design a job. These are mainly from 1. Organizational side, 2. Environment outside the company, 3. Human behavior and needs. 1. Organizational factors. These are internal factors inside the company or bank that affect how a job is planned. Characteristics of task. A job is made by combining tasks. Each task includes planning, choosing method, timing, tools, executing, doing the task, controlling, checking performance, and improving. All 3 must be part of the job to make it complete. Example: as an HR officer in SBI, when designing a job for a customer service clerk, you plan the steps they should follow to handle queries, plan, execute them using software, execute, and then check customer feedback, control. Workflow. Jobs must follow the sequence of work. Example, in a bank, account opening must happen before ATM card issuing. If flow is wrong, it causes delays. Ergonomics. Jobs must be designed for physical comfort and safety. Focus on tools, setup, posture, etc. Example, HR ensures cashiers have comfortable chairs, screen distance, and correct lighting to reduce strain. IV, work practices. Some jobs follow traditional patterns or union rules. HR must respect existing work style while designing new roles. Example, if lunch break is always at 1 p.m. in a branch, job timing must be planned accordingly. 2. Environmental factors. These come from outside the organization, but impact job design. I. Employee abilities and availability. Job must match what employees can do and who is available. Example, don't assign data analysis to someone who doesn't know Excel. And I. Social and cultural expectations. People today expect respect, fairness, good culture. Example, employees in banks expect work-life balance and inclusion. HR must design jobs keeping this in mind. 3. Behavioral factors. These are related to human psychology and motivation. I. Feedback. Employees want to know how they're doing. Job must allow space for performance feedback. Example, HR in a bank adds monthly reviews for branch staff. E. Autonomy. Give employees freedom to take decisions. Example, letting HR assistant in a bank handle leave approvals builds responsibility. Use of ability. Employees must feel like they're using their real skills. Example, posting a finance-skilled HR officer to salary planning team makes them feel valued. And IV, variety. Avoid boredom by adding different tasks. Example, an HR in a bank rotates roles, training today, recruitment tomorrow, to reduce fatigue. Summary to remember. Organizational factors. Tasks, workflow, ergonomics, work style, environmental factors. Skill availability, social expectations, behavioral factors, feedback, freedom, skill use, task variety. As a future HR officer in SBI, understanding these will help you design jobs that boost performance, motivation, and comfort. Banking industry insight of the day. Did you know? Punjab National Bank (PNB), one of India's largest public sector banks, was founded in 1894 in Lahore, now in Pakistan. It is the first bank purely started with Indian capital. In the future, PNB aims to go fully digital in rural branches and increase AI-based customer service. So HR jobs will involve training staff in new tech. 4. Chapter 2, Introduction to Human Resource Planning, HRP, 2.5, Job Design. 2.523, Techniques, Components of Job Design. What is job design? Job design means planning how a job should be done, what tasks, how it's done, who will do it, and what tools will be used. It helps employees feel motivated, improves productivity, and ensures the right people do the right job efficiently. What does techniques of job design mean? Techniques here means the different methods used to plan and structure a job so that the work becomes easier, interesting, and suitable for the employee. Now let's understand each technique one by one with simple examples and emojis. 1. Job, work, simplification. Meaning, the job is broken into small, simple steps. Each worker does only a small part of the work over and over again. Key features. Repetitive work. Machines' tools are already decided. Less communication between workers. Needs less skill. Mostly for unskilled, less paid jobs. Example, in a car factory, one worker only fixes the tires, another only paints, another fits the engine. Each one does the same task every day. HR officer view. As a bank HR, this is not suitable for officers, but may be useful for lower staff doing repeated document scanning or check processing. Schmanner 2, job enlargement. Meaning, add more similar tasks to a job, but no extra skills needed to avoid boredom. Key features. More variety of tasks. No extra training needed. Reduces boredom of same work. Example, a bank cashier is now also told to handle passbook printing and check deposits, all simple but more tasks. HR officer view. Use this to keep clerical staff engaged with more variety without stressing them. 3. Job rotation. Meaning, employees are shifted from one task to another at same level regularly. Key features. Increases knowledge of other jobs. Makes work interesting. Can be rotated hourly, daily, weekly. Example, in a bank, a staff member handles ATM complaints this week, then next week handles FD queries, and then locker management. HR officer view. Useful for learning many roles, especially during training or backup needs. 4. Job enrichment. Meaning, give employee more responsibility and control over their job, not just more tasks. Key features. More decision-making power, less supervision needed. Encourages planning and problem solving. Involves both horizontal, more tasks, and vertical, more power growth. Example, a bank HR officer is told to not only maintain attendance, but also plan training programs, conduct interviews, and take feedback. HR officer view. This helps you grow as an HR leader by giving real responsibilities. 5. Autonomous and self-directed teams. Meaning, a group team works independently to complete a whole project process. They solve problems and plan work themselves. Key features. Team manages itself, works together on full task, less need of manager control, encourages team spirit. Example, an HR team in a bank, the new employee onboarding process, from document check to induction. HR officer view. If you're HR manager in future, build such empowered teams to boost productivity and ownership. Quick summary to remember for exams. Job simplification equals small tasks, repeat work. Job enlargement, add more similar tasks. Job rotation, switch tasks regularly. Job enrichment, give more control, responsibility. Self-directed teams, team manages itself. All these techniques help in designing jobs that are better, efficient, and more interesting. HR thinking tip for future HR manager like you. As an HR officer in a bank, you can use rotation to train new clerks, enrichment to give more authority to team leaders, and self-directed teams to manage onboarding, training, or staff welfare activities. These methods will boost employee motivation and reduce complaints. Banking Industry Insight. Mudra Microunits Development and Refinance Agency. This is a bank launched by the Government of India, Shauri, to give loans to small businesses and entrepreneurs who don't get loans easily from banks. It provides loans under Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun categories based on the loan amount. Helps create jobs in villages and small towns. This is important for HRs and banks too, as it creates recruitment demand in rural banking and credit management. Now send me your next concept whenever you're ready. Let's master your text meaning before start. Job redesign means changing or improving a job's tasks, duties, or responsibilities to make employees more motivated, creative, and productive. This concept helps HRs like you, future HR officer in a bank, to boost employee satisfaction, reduce boredom, and improve performance in any role. And to 5.4, job redesign. What is job redesign? Job redesign means changing or improving a current job to make it more interesting, meaningful, and motivating for employees. It helps to increase employee satisfaction, creativity, and performance by changing duties, responsibilities, or tasks. Why is job redesign needed? Because old, traditional job styles became too simple and boring, called work simplification. So, managers today want jobs that are challenging, engaging, and creative. How is job redesign done? Managers may change tasks, add responsibilities, or even combine duties to make the job more exciting. It is linked to organization design, who does what in the company, and organizational redesign, changing work roles across the company. Hash. Easy definition by Hackman. Hackman said, Job redesign is the change of specific jobs or group of jobs to improve employees' experience and performance at work. This means the goal is to make work more satisfying and improve output. Short and simple example. Imagine you are an HR officer in a bank like SBI. You notice that customer service staff is bored of answering calls all day. So you redesign their job by adding rotating tasks like handling emails, giving them short breaks to manage walk-in customers, including a feedback role to report customer issues. Result? They feel more involved, motivated, and less bored. That's job redesign. Key points to remember. Job redesign means modifying jobs to increase motivation and performance. It fights job simplification or boring work. It is part of organization design and work structure. It can include changing tasks, duties, responsibilities. Hackman defines it as improving job experience plus productivity. Quick summary. Job redesign is about changing job roles to make them more satisfying and effective. It helps fight boring work and improves how much employees enjoy and contribute to their jobs. It's a key tool for you as a future HR officer in making teams happier and more productive. Banking knowledge tip from Important Committees in Banking Sector. Narasimham Committee, 1991 and 1998, was key in reforming Indian banking. Suggested reducing non-performing assets, NPAs, recommended mergers of strong banks for stability, encouraged more autonomy for public sector banks. You, as a future HR in banking, should know about such committees because they shape how banks function today. Topic meaning first, job redesign. Job redesign means changing or improving how a job is done to make the employee more satisfied, more productive, and to make the organization more efficient. It includes techniques like job rotation, job enlargement, and job enrichment. 2.5.41 Nature of job redesign. Nature here means the special features or qualities of job redesign. Char 1. Changes the basic link between worker and work. Earlier, jobs were treated like machines, fixed and unchangeable. But job redesign brings a fresh idea. Change the job to motivate the person. Instead of only changing the person for the job, we now change the job also to fit the person. Example, as an HR officer in a bank, if a clerk feels bored doing the same task daily, you may rotate their job role like handling different counters to boost motivation. 2. Focuses on work first, attitude follows. Job redesign does not force a worker to like the work first. Instead, it changes the job design itself to make work easier or more interesting. This naturally leads to better attitude and performance. Example, if you redesign the bank's account opening process to be more interactive and tech-based, the staff will likely enjoy it and become more productive. Gives a kick of achievement. People feel proud and confident when they do their job well. Job redesign allows workers to grow and feel skilled in their job. Example, when a cashier is given small responsibility to manage a junior team, they feel trusted and grow personally. Opens door for other changes. Job redesign can lead to other improvements in the organization. Technical or team issues might come up, and solving them improves the system. It can improve teamwork, systems, and manager-staff relationships. Example, redesigning the HR complaint system in a bank may improve not only employee satisfaction, but also how supervisors handle issues. 2.5.4.2 Importance of job redesign. Importance means why it matters or why it is useful. NAR 1. Improves quality of work life. Redesigned jobs are more interesting and less stressful. This makes employees happy at work and improves their performance. Example, allowing flexible working hours for HR team can help them balance life and work better. 2. Boosts productivity. When employees enjoy and understand their tasks clearly, they work better. This directly improves company performance. Example: if HR in a bank redesigns repetitive recruitment tasks using software, time and effort is saved equals more productivity. 3. Builds belongingness. When people do tasks they're good at, they feel important. Job redesign makes people feel they belong in the organization. Example: if you, as HR officer, allow employees to suggest job improvements, they feel respected and loyal. 4. Ensures right person in right job. Not every person is suitable for every job. Job redesign helps fit the job to the right person. Skills-interest match. This leads to goal achievement for both employee and organization. Example: shifting a talkative employee from data entry to customer handling role. Summary: job redesign means improving jobs to make them more enjoyable, productive, and suitable for employees. It builds motivation, boosts output, improves systems, and makes people feel valuable. As a future HR officer in a bank, you'll use job redesign to manage employees better and increase performance. Banking Insight Time. Topic: types of banking in India. Subtopic: retail banking. Retail banking means providing banking services directly to individuals, not businesses. Services include savings accounts, loans, credit cards, etc. Why it matters for HR. In banks like SBI, HR officers design training for retail staff to improve customer handling, cross-selling, and digital banking skills. Let me know the next topic text to continue. Ready for the next concept?